Thank you for joining us today. We will be covering how to set up direct deposit for your employees within our CyberPay Online Phoenix platform. I would like to mention that direct deposit is a feature that would have to be set up on your company level first. So if you are needing direct deposit and interested in that feature, you would want to reach out to us first to get that set up for the company. Once it's set up for the company, then you should be able to come here to employees within the menu on the left-hand side of the screen, and you'll notice that your employees are listed here in the main section. I would simply click on the name of the employee that I'd like to work with, and then I'll notice that the menu option along the left-hand side has changed so that direct deposit is one of the menu options for me. So I would select direct deposit, and then I would come here. If the employee is already set up with direct deposit, then it would already be an account listed in here. But I'm going to select new direct deposit in order to add one. So what you'll see is that the deposit type is going to default to net pay. This would be in the event that the employee only provided you with one bank account, or if they've provided you with multiple bank accounts, the net pay is going to be the final account where the rest of the check would go. So once I have net pay selected, I would come over to the account type, and the options are checking, savings, or loan payment. So I would select what it is that I am adding, and then it's going to ask us to enter in the bank routing number and account number, and you would confirm the information that you're entering. So I'm going to enter in the routing number here based off of the check, and you can see here it gives you an example of what most checks typically look like. Your routing number is always going to be 9 digits. And so if you're looking at a check and you're confused about which one might be the account number, which one might be the routing number, it is always going to be a 9 digit number. So once you enter it here, you'll notice that there should be no dashes and no special characters. And then I would need to confirm that routing number. And then my account number. You do not need to put any of the special characters on the check from that either. You'll notice that the pre-note complete button is selected. So what that means is this banking information will be ready to go live with your very next payroll. If you're at all concerned about if the information you've been provided with is correct, we would say that your best bet would be to unselect this option here so that it is not selected. And what will happen is the next payroll that processes will send a test to this employee, and they would simply receive a live check in the interim. But if you're confident that the information is correct, then you can go ahead and leave that pre-note complete selected. And then we're going to come up here and save this banking information. Once it saves, we should see a green success that it has been successfully added to the employee. And if there is only one bank that you want to add, then you're actually finished at this point. But let's pretend that your employee has provided you with a split account, somewhere where they'd like to add either a flat amount or a percentage. So I'm going to actually add a new direct deposit. And once I select that, it's going to say that I need to pick which type. It can no longer be net pay because I already have an account set for net pay. So I only have these two options. Am I adding a percentage of pay, or am I adding a flat dollar amount? When I select dollar amount, it's pretty self-explanatory. You would simply enter in however much it is that you want it to be for that account. And then you would say whether or not you would like that to isolate itself to the first check of the payroll or not. This would be in the event that on a payroll, the employee is receiving two separate paychecks. Say, for example, their regular check, and then maybe they got a bonus or a commission check. If you do not have this selected, then this fixed amount will happen on both checks within that payroll. If the employee has indicated that they only want every payroll only $100, for example, to go to a savings account, then it would be that you would not want it to happen on every check in that payroll. But you may want to confirm with your employee as to whether or not the fixed amount should happen every single check or just once a payroll. So then I can come over here and add in whatever type of account it is. So I'm going to pretend that this is a savings account, and then I would enter in my bank routing and account number again. And then I would save this banking information. And once this saves, it will tell me that I have successfully saved the account and I can see them both listed here. Now, very important, the order number is not correct. As what you'll notice is your percentage of pay needs to be the higher number. If you have a fixed amount or a percentage of pay that is a split, it will go in order first. So if this is left this way, then what would happen is the all of the check would go to this account here, and then it would see this as the lower as the second order and not have anything left to do. So what we're going to do is grab a hold of this and move it. When we move it up, you'll notice that what it will then do is resort this for us. And now our split of $100 is the order number one, and our percentage of pay is the order number two. So that is how you would add in a split. If this is a percentage, you would need to make sure you realize that the percentage of pay always needs to be 100%, regardless of what the percentage is for the split. So if the person told you that they'd like to have 10% go to their savings, then it would be correct for it to say 10% here, but still say 100% at the remainder account. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please reach out to RAL Payroll if you have any further questions.